Hello everybody, my name is CR. Welcome to this cryptocurrency video. Before we begin, I want to disclose something. I want to be transparent on this channel, guys. And it's mandatory that I mention that I'm currently in a position that is in profit by 200%. And if you guys want to make those same kind of gains, guys, those insane kind of gains, sign up with the link down below. You're gonna get $3,000 in bonus. Why not? You can use that 30x leverage just like me, and you can make $100,000 easily by following this channel, clicking on the notification bell, subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing. And now I'm going to bring you a chart pattern that no one is talking about. It's the same chart pattern that was there on the weekly chart 3 months ago. Nothing has changed, but I'm seeing the light for the first time at the tip of the top of this summit. And guys, the target, let me just say that the target is going to blow your mind away. Once again, I'm CR and I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. Let's go and check it out. But before we do that, make sure you sign up with the link down below so you can make those same insane gains that we have been making on this channel thanks to that link down below. That link and nothing else. And now to the same old pattern from months ago. Let's go. Follow me, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cryptopocalypse. Now, on a serious note. Hell is this? There we go. Much better. Much better, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to see you here, the platoon. How are y'all doing? Hope everyone is great. Better than great. Better than great. Now, boy, oh boy. Sorry about the title. Hopefully make you smile. Or maybe make you sick to your stomachs. Which is even better. It's a refreshing experience. Think of it as the shamanic experience, a retreat that makes you vomit. Every time you see something like that, my exact targets are coming, ladies and gentlemen. It makes you sick to your stomachs. That's good. You're on track. Cryptopocalypse now. The first settlers on the moon before anybody else. Ladies and gentlemen, we had another profitable week. Smashing through these take profit levels like it's cardboard. Bitcoin is doing it. We're tracking it. We're following along, and everyone in the community is making money, except those who are on the sidelines watching. I don't know. Just a reminder to all those who are joining us for the first time ever. You need to go back a few streams back and realize that anytime you hear anyone say anything about 70K, 75, 80K, know that these targets were printed by us, yours truly, 1,000 years ago. And every day we've been trading profitable setups towards that destination. It's not going to be a straight line, so don't get too excited. How you get there is important. And if you're here with us and you're part of the world's greatest community, greatest streams in the world, brilliant traders, no memes. Sometimes we have memes. I'm turning a goddamn meme in this space. They're killing me. But you're missing out if you're not part of the greatest community in the world. It's free. All you have to do is interact and ask questions, not blindly follow, analyze, and most importantly, realize. that what you have stumbled upon here, ladies and gentlemen, like many of our traders would tell you, is a tiny little gold mine that is plenty to accommodate each and every one of you. There's lots of room to grow. Anyways, it's almost Friday. Thank God. And it's not all clickbait. First of all, the links down below for those of you who are looking to relocate your account from, you've been lazy. You've signed up with some, bad apples out there. You're making them money. And you're leaving CR on the sidelines. And you're like, man, it's too much trouble to transfer my account over. But if you do, there is a reward. All of them combined, those links down below, $3,000. That's not a lie. But free money is in the chart setup that we're about to show you. Plus, as a reminder here, if you're a KYC'd, you're outside of the States, take advantage and get those BIT tokens because they're going to pump the life out of them. There may be an announcement in the future where this will become the currency of the exchange. Now, Bybit remains top choice for every trader that is worth his salt. Anyone who's serious about trading is using Bybit Pro at this point. And the rest continue to struggle and are settling for less. We never settle for less, ladies and gentlemen. Never. Let's go to the charts. See what's happening. But first, let's hydrate. Because we never liquidate. Except when it comes to taking profits. Let's do that. Grab your bottles, your kombuchas, your coffee, tea. Why am I so blue? I'm blue. Da dee ba doo ba. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Gather all your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, only the patient will remain. All right? Only the patient will get to listen. This video is going to be profitable for a lot of you watching. And if you're not part of the profit gang, 1% gang here at Cryptopocalypse. Now, come back to this later. Look back and realize what you have missed by not being here. Because the analysis starts now, and the trade is going to happen tomorrow. So go tell your uncles and aunts to come and join us here. And we used to do the analysis before at the start of the video, but now I'm going to actually drag it out, make it worth your while. The analysis will be at the end, but before that we have plenty to talk about. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. And if you just want the analysis, come back later. I just want to know what the price targets are, CR. What's the next setup? God damn it, I'm still not subscribed to your channel. Still don't know where your Discord link is. Can you please hold my hand and show me where you guys are making all this money? I keep hearing the greatest 1% a day trading group in the world, and I just can't figure it out. Your Twitter is empty. I don't know if you're even on Instagram. You have no Facebook group. Your streams are too long. I want a 7-minute video with the same old content from weeks ago so I can make more money faster. Easy now, cowboy. Take it easy. We'll get there. We have a different format. Get used to it. You'll love it. You just need to have a shift in your perception, your mentality. You have been tainted by bad content throughout the years. And we're going to change that.
Why, oh why, do we have to struggle with setups on the technical level every day? Why can't you make it easy for us, Tonto? Why the hell am I not able to just show the screen to the audience and show them why do we have to go through this?
I'm sorry, CR. It is not my fault.
How exactly is it not your fault?
Software developers, CR. It's their fault.
Right. You're absolutely right, Tom. I'm sorry. So what do I do now? How do I activate the glorious 16 million by 9,000 resolution aspect ratio screen here for our viewers?
Click that button, CR.
That's very specific. Where am I gonna find the button?
Any button, CR.
What? Really?
Just do what he says.
Who are you? Yeah, who the hell are you?
Shut up. Just do it. Do it before I destroy the stream.
Yeah, it's getting intense over here. All right, everybody relax. Calm, yo. Tits for tats. We're gonna fix this, all right? Sweating over here. Give me a second. I have no clue what's going on. All right, you know what? Shit, we're gonna start clicking buttons and it's gonna be fireworks here. I don't even know if it's not part of the program. This was not part of the program, you know? It was not part of the program. But hey, when was waiting on this channel was not worth it? Never. Waiting, ladies and gentlemen, is always worth it. Ah! Excellent. Begin. Round one.
Fight.
Okay, so here we are. Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so where was I? Where were you? Not I. Not us. Where were you? The onlooker. Where were you for the past 1 month when we kept smashing the charts, every candle in existence? All your candles belong to us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a look at something very specific. First of all, let me show you that we had a precision, on a mission for precision long right here where the X truly marked the spot. We had a risky position here for those of you who are not patient enough and you just want to jump on every candle that looks juicy. And certainly a lot of the stuff here was looking juicy, but Bazam, took profit, platoon call, told you guys to close your positions, next setup. Bazam, bet along at 1x. We were in this together, live streaming inside of our Discord. Bazam, we took profit. Now, for those of you who are, let me just go back to this real quick. We had a MarketSpy setup where we were expecting a punch out play. All right, here's the thing. You know how we break out, close above this 1.5 level, we get in? Exclusive methods, insane methods not found anywhere else. Punch out strategy, green candles on MarketSpy, Armageddon. Tell us to go long. I mean, we're long from here, but you know, if we wanted to go for seconds, here we go. The reality is high risk, high reward. You can essentially get in here, stop loss here, right? But I keep preaching about how the distance here is, you know, what are you going to trade? 500 contracts? Is it worth your time? I don't know. But don't look at it from a perspective. This is for spies specifically, for you guys who are just wondering what the hell happened, right? Well, nothing happened. You had an hourly consecutive punch out coming in here, and that gave you a little dip to get in also. But technically your entries here, I'm very conservative when it comes to risk. I never underestimate my charts, and I give them priority and king status. I know that what they tell me I will do. I am just a humble servant of price action. And so For me, scaling in here all the way down here is a much better approach to trading this risk management wise. But that's not to say that you cannot. The technical parameters for these setups allow you to get in on the closure at the top. It's just, you know, risk is high, and so hey, if you didn't get a pullback, a dip, that's just, you know, some of you did. If you wanted to risk, you had a profitable setup. If you wanted to scale in and be like me, it's just, you know, I play defense all the time, and so no, you're not getting it. However, on the 1 hour chart, we had another setup which produced a very delicious candle. Before I signed off, guys, I told you that if we have an hourly reclaim of the baseline, and we certainly had the thing for it, like the setup, and here was the reclaim pullback, and this green candle presented another opportunity to go on the punch out, and your entry was basically excuse me, this candle right here, and that was a 1,000 pointer. Call them 10 pointers, you know. A 1,000 points is actually 10. 100 would be one pointer, but a 10 pointer right here, you had a move and you got in and you profited from that. That was my play right here. Checkpoint flag, you guys already know, killer system. Nobody does it like we do it, and you have so many opportunities to participate in all of this, and we had the cleanest freaking setup in the whole wide world without causing you to look at the macro picture and wondering like, yeah, Bitcoin is going to 75, but how the hell am I actually going to trade it? What's my entry? Just go long, 10x, 100x, and you should be good. By the way, tomorrow we're making a video about how Bitcoin is bearish. Today we're talking about how it's bullish. And I'm doing this so you guys who trust YouTube can long the top and short the bottom accordingly. But inside of our community, we never skip a beat. We never have losers, and every chart that gets posted is profitable. Sometimes it's challenging to manage those, but you know, we're good at that. So folks, very good, strong price action. We have identified a few levels yesterday. All right, talking to my insiders right now. I don't know, there are other YouTube channels that don't really understand who's watching them. I know exactly who's watching this channel, and I'm referring to the few of you true chart champions out there, not by name, but by results and approach and methods, that have seen all the development here firsthand, and you know how everything turned out to be. Now, these spots over here were marked yesterday as our ultimate target. I signed off saying that this is where we top out. So these dollar markings is where we were supposed to take profit, where some of us, most of us took profit, right? Took profit. And we had another entry opportunity right here. It was a pyramid. I have a jackrabbit setup here on an hourly time frame, I believe it was. No. Lower time frames. But here was another checkpoint in, very nice hidden bullish divergence, and off we went and pump. For me, capturing something like this where you have 1,500 points is a very high conviction trade. When you're super confident and you have a high conviction setup, you don't need to aim for swing trades that are like, oh, you know, I'm gonna hold all this like all the other channels are doing. They're promising you that, you know, you can somehow fade moves and get in and hold. I guarantee you, if you can guess one candle from here to here and capture this candle, you can do whatever you want with your leverage, manage it well, have your stop losses in place, and just capture those bad boys one at a time to be better than 99% of traders out there. Boom, baya. You know what I mean? So, folks, next chart setup is coming up. Hope you're doing great. And let me just warn you and say that you're not looking at anything exciting here. We are seeing lots of volatility. There's a bias to go sideways and potentially eventually down, okay? We're going to get some chop here. Many people are going to get processed by the meat factory right here. And we'll turn negligent traders into hamburger patties that you and I are going to eat for breakfast tomorrow when we have a trade set up that I'm eyeing right here. Going to be another profitable banger, and I'll share it inside of the platoon with our insiders. And today we're going to have a look at the overall structure of the market and tell you what can we expect and whether the majority of the traders out there right now who are going excessive leverage bullish are on track to be right sometime in the future, and they will be published in every article in every newspaper in the world, and everyone will praise their balls and say that how right they were. But were they? Let's find out. And nobody does it better. Thank you guys for sharing the charts, the daily pivot levels. Ramon, our trader, mystery bidder with mystery non-existing PNL cards that are always screenshotted from weird sources. I don't know how you do it, but good looks on those targets and chart setups, helping our traders greatly. And everyone is sharing and caring, and that's what we're all about, baby. We're gonna keep rolling with the punches, see what we can come up with. But right now, step back from the charts. It is time to just watch little piggies get slaughtered. Brutal, isn't it? Thank you for joining. To all the people recently joining part of the Cryptopocalypse now. Arme subscribers to this YouTube channel. This glorious YouTube channel. I wish I could lie about the things that I say, but I just can't. No one does it better. And this Star Wars edition chart is for you. The battle rages on between the Bears and the Bulls. And the Bears are like hopeful here, but they're going to get their heads chopped up real quick. And then the Bulls are going to get excited and they're going to get their heads chopped off real quick. But as a reminder, the general structure, what we have come to understand here is that, well, the markets, you know, they take their time. We have a setup that's coming in, looking at us tomorrow, guys. All right, another little banger of a setup. Now let's clean this up. The hype is over. We took profit and we traded these directionally. Right now, directionally, I am being a little cautious. This is not the time to be making bold exclamation mark title videos. Like, look at that insane Bitcoin pattern no one is talking about. Everyone is talking about everything. There's nothing that they can see that we cannot see, or the next average Joe across the street cannot see through his binoculars, looking inside of the windows of my apartment, me looking at these screens, and he's like, I see what CR is up to. That's right, the office is being watched, ladies and gentlemen. IRS are restless because they know things that I don't even know. Anyways, why am I talking about that? Yeah. So with profitable chart setups like these, it's only natural that there will be lots of eyes. Actually, we're gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep these because why would I not? Let's keep all that. Keep all that because we're gonna work with the punch out setup here as per the MarketSpy system, best trading system in the world. I don't know what I would do without it. But I know what you're doing with it. Collecting the crops. You reap what you bid, and you bid a lot. You bid a lot in this range, but it is time. Okay, first of all, daily. Let's start with the daily. Top down analysis. We understand two things here. Number one, we're in an uptrend, a very bullish uptrend. And you know what? I'm just gonna wait, man. Get me at least 20 viewers. I'm pausing this video. I just looked at the numbers. You gotta be kidding me right now. Not your fault, but I'm just saying. Let's see if it's meant to be. If destiny and fate will give us what we need to fuel the fire here, and give you something that you can make money with. 16 likes, not enough. We're gonna wait for more. And chill.
Don't waste my time, CR. It's not my fault you don't have any viewers. They're all asleep.
Yeah, I just want to know what the next trade is. Fuck all that.
Warning. Dissatisfaction will result in permanent ban.
How are you gonna ban me, Tonto? How the hell are you gonna ban me, fool?
It's plain and simple. You will be put on the ignore list and never be addressed ever again. You will just become a number, a shadow, and I will make sure that CR will never see you on this channel ever again. CR, can I proceed?
No, Tonto, wait.
Fuck both of you. I'm out of here. You guys suck. Give me the weekly chart setup so I can make some money already.
Nah. I know, it's frustrating. It's like, God damn it. There are plenty of other sources that you can go to and get your analysis. If you're still in paralysis, if you're in the disbelief stage and you're like, look, I promise you that we here at Cryptopocalypse Now don't share chart setups that are money losers. Ever! Okay? You can take your time, but while you're waiting, make sure to tweet it out. Snapchat it. WhatsApp it. Facebook it. And I know I have to ask for it because if I don't, no one's gonna. It's too much work. But all I'm asking in return is a little click on the bell notification icon, is a little click on the subscribe button, and a little holler every once in a while. If you see miserable traders out there roaming the land of crypto, looking almost homeless, you can tell them it's never too late. You can always come and transform your life here at Cryptopocalypse Now, bro. Here's the link. All right? Here's the link. All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Now, we know two things here. So we have a chart breakout. We're back to 15 viewers. We're going to pause again. This is insane, right? Irritating as shit. Imagine how I feel. We're going to get to the stable 20 minimum as a most basic requirement, life support number. 20. By the way, YouTube algorithm sucks balls. It only recommends pre-recorded videos, but we do everything live. There's no time to cheat, edit, editing magic to show you things that are not real. What you see is what you get here. And what you get, I would argue, is a pretty damn good deal, all things considered. Pretty damn good deal. And we're close to hitting that 20 likes minimum and 20 viewers. I feel like we have like these extreme cases of ADD, what's it called? Like attention deficit disorder happening right now, where people hop in, they're like, come on, and they go out, and they come back 5 minutes later, and you see, come on, they come back, wasting my time, right? Maybe. Me too. I'm like that too. I like to skim through things. But today I feel like demanding a little love. 20 likes. I don't care for the viewers. 21 likes. Let's go. Thank you very much. Now we can start. See what I'm talking about? It's like feedback does that to me. You know, it kicks me, kicks my engines, kickstarts me. So let's talk about facts, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact is, first of all, my night vision goggles here have shown me this chart way before it formed, when we were over here. Remember, we, out of all people in the world, we, here, the smallest, most mightiest channel in the world, called this bottom blindfolded. And then we called this little pullback blindfolded. And then we called this one over here. All right, I just don't know where the top is, and I don't know when the next pullback will be. But when it will be, I will call it. And I'll tell you, buy the dip and let it rip. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're looking at here is we have a structure. We have a triangle. Check, check. All right. We have a breakout. Check, check. We have stable volume. We'll talk about volume in a second. I'll speculate with you on something very, very important here. You know, we have a breakout. All right, confirmed. You already heard that 1,100 times from all those geniuses you follow on Twitter. You know, I'm being serious. Some of them are geniuses, especially when it comes to memes. The creativity, man. We can never match those guys. But sometimes things are very obvious, and everyone is looking at the same damn thing. And you have to ask yourself a question. You know, is it? You know, take it with a grain of salt. All right. When you see what I see, there's a problem. When I see what you don't see, what the next guy doesn't see, that's a setup we can follow, in my opinion. All right. And I have reasons to believe that is the most accurate case here. But everyone knows that we had a breakout. Let's be a little bit more specific. All right. So there could be a breakout forming, now retesting it. All right. Maybe we did not have a breakout, and it's a flat mega range that is going to continue into the winter. So, you know, we don't know if it tops out over here This green line represents the beginning and the end of a CME gap. I believe that we're headed there. We're going to tap it, and that's it. I don't think we're going to run it, all right? And there's a possibility that this whole setup here is simply sideways action. However, this is very macro, and many YouTubers do this so they can avoid, you see, analyzing short time frames and giving you the precise trade within the next 24 hours like what we have been doing. Nobody has the balls for that. All right, everyone is flip-flopping. Everyone's like, Look, we trade intraday. We're traders, you and I. We need to know what is going to happen within the next 15 hours, all right, max. And we want to find a trade there, and we want to extract a profitable candle out of all of that noise that's happening there on that time frame. Looking at this thing is very safe, and also is cheating the public, because if you want to know what is happening, first of all, you shouldn't be trading Bitcoin if you're only interested in macro. What's the deal? If you see a breakout here, you should be long right now. Doesn't matter where, because your risk to reward ratio here is really good. If you long it here, let's just imagine. There you go. There's your breakout, you know, the classic thing, all right? By the way, there's something that's happening here on this breakout that you need to be aware of. It is not happening at the tip of the nose of the triangle. It is happening 3/4 of the way, and that is very good. That is very good. We have been on this before the news articles have started pouring in, before all the channels picked up. I suspect that there are a lot of the smart ones are watching this channel, and they reproduce the signals. Ooh, you think you're all SCR?
Yeah, you think people are secretly watching you and they're calling shots based on your analysis?
Yes, I believe so. There could be a case in the making that is so, because we have been leading, and I have recently started to obsess over content that's out there just to see what everyone else is doing, and I'm seeing that people are catching on. They're lagging, extremely lagging channels that are just coming to these conclusions now. We've sort of like leaped them, you know, weeks ahead. And it's always been the case with me where, you know, as an analyst, I would find something, confirm it, execute a trade, and then 2-3 days later, I'm going to hear about it. I'm going to hear about how Bitcoin pumped or dumped because there's always some narrative going on. And all the channels are coming in, and they wake up post-move, post-breakout. They wake up when it's already happened. They're never there when shit's going downhill. Everyone is quiet as a rabbit. Everyone's like, nowhere to be found. Once things start pumping, everyone wakes up. And that just sums up the whole market mentality, you know, how it's traded, especially Bitcoin. You have to understand that when the majority are starting to get active, you should get passive on your charts, all right? Don't get too excited, because you're literally joining the herd mentality, and you're trying to, you know, they're trying to suck you into that join us cult shit. Listen, this is not the time, but let's just say that you wanted to be long on this conviction, right? Since everyone agrees to this, and man, I'm getting messages, 100K Bitcoin or nothing, right? If that's the case, go long right now, 2x, make sure your liquidation point is below this pivot low, and just sit on that position for months. Pay fees, because it's not that expensive to long Bitcoin. It hasn't been since this bottom that we have identified. And this thing's been going up. It remained at 0.01 borrowing rate here for you to long. So the rates are not that expensive. You're still paying a little bit, but it's manageable. You know, it's manageable. And you don't need to go crazy on the leverage if your target sits at freaking 75 that we have called years ago. I'm exaggerating, not years, months at least, away from here, because there's only one way that this can only bounce towards a certain place, and that place is right here. So we have been sharing and tracking this setup for a long time, and I just like to say that if what's the point of watching videos and comparing and sourcing information from every deep dark corner of the internet just to see this? If you see it and you believe it, you should trade it. You don't need indicators. You don't need anything to tell you that, that's the case, that we're going up. You should be long right now, and you should hold on to that trade, because that is going to be the trade of your life. But does it really work that way? Do you think we really are going up here? And most importantly, what if you had a way to know when we pause, go back down so you can re-up and do a couple of 100 trades on the way to that target, while minimizing your risk and managing your positions extremely well, so that you don't end up holding if this is not what it looks like at all. Well, let's just say that you're convinced, would it be better? So identify, do you want to be a day trader, or do you want to hold it? If you're holding, you're curious just to see what the Bitcoin is going to do, then what's the point, right? I'm questioning the whole motive here. But for us intraday players, we need to know exactly what Bitcoin is going to do, and we try to work that out every day, and we're damn good at it too. Don't have to take the trade, every single trade that you see, especially if you know directionally it's up. You can play a little game of defense and wait for a little pullback, any pullback, and attempt to long Bitcoin. Now, this thing is technically in a very strong emerging uptrend like this, can have pullbacks in the range of let's just say roughly 24%, right? Let's just say roughly. So, and that's your range right here. So play with your risk. Make sure that your stops are nowhere in the range here, and make sure you're not all in on the position here. Start building your long if you think that this is what's happening, like the majority are predicting. And if the majority are looking at this, you have to understand it sucks to watch this go on without any pullbacks, but you also have to understand that going with the trend is simply look, if you live with expectations, you will suffer. The charts will suffocate you. If you just understand that everyone's being stupid right now and they're going to keep pushing longs, just blend in, join the fun. It doesn't mean that you have to be contrarian and say, you know what, screw everyone, I'm going to look. If the market, it can be pretty arrogant. It can just like keep, you know why they call them bulls? Because they see that hay at the top of the stairs. They don't know how to go back down. That's why bears absolutely destroy them when the time is right. When it comes to take profits, bulls don't take profit. They're bulls by nature. They're not like, they don't know how to take profits. Bears, they just wait, just like the bulls do, and they're waiting a little higher, let me tell you that. But if the market, if all these idiots are pushing longs, push with them. Don't ask questions. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Keep pushing longs. But be different in that you have your risk management in place. If you want to learn how to do that, you should be a part of our insider community. And pretty soon you'll have the opportunity to do so. And that's not going to cost you much, if anything at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, fact number one, we had a breakout, and technically, directionally, we're positioned long. Details of how to get in and trade. Like, look how much stuff is going on there. And that's our playground right there. Inside of the platoon, we trade these all day long, and we're just smashing these targets. We're just smashing them. A few hours of waiting, sometimes a day or two, but in between then and there, we are pretty much enjoying all that is happening on the microscopic level on lower time frames without any struggles whatsoever. Thanks to MarketSpy, our system delivers, plain and simple. And Bybit Pro executes and take profits automatically with you only pressing a single button. The rest is taken care of. Everything is preset, predetermined, and you can do this all day long, baby. Make that money. Trading one instrument at a time, or whatever you fancy. We have all sorts of candies here that you can choose from. So, fact number two, we are in a bullish uptrend that has a potential target pullback maximum distance to about 49, and I believe that we'll have a field day when the day comes, because that day is coming. It's right around the corner, and we're most likely going to get there. Now, remember when we were lingering at around these price levels, going sideways, pushing it aggressively, we called the 41 to 40K bottom range as the absolute buy the dip price point, and everyone here was long in the top. And when this, the hell was it, China dump, right? Any single candle like this can be blamed on China, and when that happened, everyone was like larping all over the place, and we were sitting with our bids starting to position for a long, which was waiting to reward us with all of this happening right now. And so when I tell you that we're going to see 49, don't be sitting there saying, no way, that's impossible, you know, because many have said the same thing here, and their dreams, ambitions, and hopes were completely shattered by that one simple call over here that we played and took advantage and bought their liquidations and their stops right into our bids. So we're going to do the same thing here soon. And when I get back to our Discord with our exclusive insider live streams, we'll guide you along the way, and I'll show you how that might happen and why we should expect that to happen. But yeah, overall, the macro trend here, again, we're doing it like most other channels. Realize that anyone that you follow, if they show you anything similar to this, then understand that that's just, you know, that's just what's on the charts. The chart is telling us all, look at this, and there's nothing unique that you're looking. There's no secret pattern that no one is talking about on a weekly time frame. There isn't, okay? We are looking at the same damn thing, and we know two facts: breakout, upward channel, pullback area, ultimate target. But this channel is going to be a struggle, and so we may, how do we get here? Like, is it going to be a pump like this, or is it going to be like this, right? Oh man, I love it. I'm excited of what's to come, because Bitcoin is about to start playing mind games, hence the Jedi mind tricks background right here. It's going to be interesting. Are you with me so far? Now, the secret chart pattern that no one is talking about. Now, you can throw all kinds of indicators here with your macro willy woo bullshit, like, you know, on-chain analysis of your multipliers and this and that, you know, whatever else they got going on there. And the thing is, they're all lagging. The whales will start buying. By the time you realize the whales are buying, they have already bought, and you're looking at a $3,000 dildo that came out of nowhere. And then you see CryptoQuant CEO Juki Young coming on Twitter, like, right? Nothing against those guys. It's just that, you know, they're trying to swing trade, and so they're using outdated tech. Even though on-chain analysis is kind of what's his thing? It's like this new thing, right? But it's not leading. I guarantee you that it's not leading. It can guide you, and it's interesting. And if you're a geek when it comes to charts, like I am, you'll find it interesting. You'll not dismiss it. You will still dig in. You will still pay that subscription fee, $300,000 a year, to get access to Bitcoin transactions that you can do manually. But you need the charts and the graphical representation to see what's happening. And that guy telling you, the CEO of CryptoQuant telling you what whales are buying. Listen, it's none of my business what the next guy is trading, what whales are buying. They're moving the market in stocks. What are you doing with technical analysis in stocks? Are you in Forex? Are you concerned about, like, yeah, you know, you're waiting for some events. Banks can move. They can literally shatter all your technical analysis in one swift announcement. They say, we're buying, and then the next day you're like, we're canceling, we're not buying, and you're screwed, right? Stop losses. Thank God for those. But overall, there's no such thing as, you know, watching what Warren Buffett is doing and I'm going to do the same thing. Those people are going to lose money. All right, Warren Buffett is buying. You're always going to buy the top because he already bought by the time you heard. On-chain is the same. So the nilly-villy, Woo and the crew, and every other who that's into that sort of data is just, you know, they're like hamsters inside of a wheel, just passing on the same data. Whether we're looking at these breakouts in volume analysis here, whether there's like some central bank telling you that they're going to accept Bitcoin and it coincides with the breakout point, it's always the same side of the coin. And then these guys show up on Twitter 5 minutes late to the party like, oh, they just bought Bitcoin within 5 minutes, 1.6 billion. Yeah, well, what were you doing before that? Because I'll tell you what Cryptopocalypse Now was doing. We were positioning ourselves, and we didn't know that was going to come. We didn't need to. But we had a setup on the indicator, and right? Buy signal comes through. Happy us. Less LARPing and harping. And more charting. Less analyzing, more realizing. Fact 1, breakout. Fact 2, upward channel. Fact 3, 75 target that we calling it is easy. Getting there, navigating the jungle is going to be hard. And it's hell for you, my friends, if you're not subscribed. Our collective efforts prove that working as a team is better than you out there trying to figure things out on your own, following 1,000 different accounts, drowning in noise. Drowning. You need to be rescued. Like a little puppy that's holding on to his last pedigree bag. And after that, you know, you're looking for that one trade to make it right. But you'll make it wrong. You'll make it even more wrong. So my advice to you is follow along. And if I'm your captain, then this captain is telling you, onlookers, non-platoon members, non-spies, the strugglers out there, the ones who are deceived by the system, thinking that you got it, but you don't. And you know it too. And that makes you angry. But emotion has nothing to do with it. Look at the emotional title of this video. I'm trying to make a point here. This is my very exact target. What are you going to do with it? How is that useful to you? Come to us, and we shall reveal the path of the righteous. The victorious, glorious adventure awaits. But tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow we're going to be looking into that weekend madness is coming up. We're going to cover that. Platoon, I really look forward. And we're going to run that bootcamp on leverage. Leverage. The secret sauce to trader success. What else? Let's look at the weekly chart. All right, turn all everything off right here. Okay. Two things you should know: momentum on MSX is overextended, and we're running out of time. When we reach that target, you better be short and not holding 200K. That's number one. And number two, my friend Lightning here is trying to tell me something. I'm not quite sure what it is, because it hasn't really it hasn't been reacting well to this latest pump. That's why I'm telling you, when we get to the HC49 50K retest, you better be there holding bids heavy, okay? And it may be the last bounce, or it may be a tiny one before we go lower. According to the channel here, we have the power to go all the way to 45. That's the bottom line. Below that, actually nothing is going to happen below that. You're going to get wiped We're going to consolidate and we're going to make a second attempt, break out, and you'll regret using stop losses. I know, it sounds crazy, right? It's like, what? This guy's insane. Little, I know. But yeah, prepare for that. And right now, you should stay away in the face of the weekend madness that is yet to come. There will be Jedi mind tricks coming our way that we'll need to dodge a couple of bullets. All right. But your overall trend macro analysis for the 7-minute video duration, where thousands, hundreds of thousands of people subscribe to that kind of content, is over. You're welcome. Here's my exact target. It's not a clickbait title. All right. This is the bullish channel and the bullish breakout you're looking at. But before you get all excited and start bidding and telling yourself, you know what, this is my last chance to make money and I'm going to exit at 75, I'll bid now. Let me show you one last thing here. Specifically on the derivatives contract platform, which may not mean much, but I'll take that volume as a sign. Listen, I know two things in my experience. Traders move the market, not retail, not spot buyers, not institutions. Traders. Institutions influence and provide the product for new money to enter the market, but the decision makers are actually traders. Now, derivatives play a big role. A lot of people dismiss them and say, oh, it doesn't matter because it's all synthetic. Let me tell you something. When there's no interest in the futures, derivatives, and the fees stay this low when we're in an uptrend, you got to be cautious, because you're not seeing increased appetite from actual maniac traders who are... Everyone is talking about long right now, but everyone is shook and is not sure. All right? There are actually not that many people yet. It's not enough to push the market higher. And for that reason, let me just tell you that we had a little breakout on the OBV, but it hasn't closed yet. So we'll have to wait till Monday to see if we have something that's worthy of a breakout here. It's not a breakout yet. It looks like a breakout. We haven't closed yet. This thing can easily go down. And the knee on the OBV is actually below the trend line right here. Now, I'm using OBV on a derivative platform on Bybit for the reason that I think the traders will be the ones who will initiate the move up and trade using leverage to increase prices significantly to attract capital from spot inflows. And because of that, like I said, before you start bidding and going crazy over here, let me just tell you that, first of all, you haven't missed anything. It's not too late to play this breakout. It's just one candle. Expect 13 more candles to the upside easily, and that's going to happen. Just maybe not one after another, you know, maybe there will be a little pullback. We're looking at a weekly time frame, and your eyes should be on the warning that's here. Okay, we have rising prices, declining volume on derivatives exchange like Bybit. Volume is dying off. Market makers, who are the primary traders and liquidity providers, are not as active and are not deploying a lot of capital to push prices around. Yet it's been going up. This is due to spot investing. All right, people who are buying Bitcoin. Basically, your neighbor who is now talking about investing in Bitcoin doesn't know how to use leverage, doesn't know how to trade professionally, doesn't know anything, but he put his last check into Bitcoin because it is now time. They're pushing the market. Derivatives market is not interested. There are no serious traders with a borrowed size that are also pushing the synthetic market up, and the volume is declining. When we're going up and derivatives are really interested, we see excessive use of leverage, and we can prepare for an impulse such as this just by looking at supporting volume and convergence between rising prices and rising volume. We have the opposite. Since the sell-off here, the second wave could be the biggest sucker rally in the world right now, and you don't even know it because you're so dead set on that 100K Bitcoin and the worldwide adoption, and at the end of the month ETF that you think is not priced in. So I advise us to wait it out at least till Monday. Weekend, we're going to have a little tiny trade. Prices going to stabilize right now, and they're going to be moving very delicately, sideways. So, which means we can probably identify a range platoon, and we'll trade that there, especially because we have access to MarketSpy, and that's probably going to give us so many good trades. God damn it. You see those pyramids and the long signals that we've been getting? The short pullback areas on the flags that we could have. It's going to happen again. And that's the good news. Now, the second part to all of this is, yeah, this is not convincing. But let me tell you that once we break above the moving averages here, which is set to my default 20. All right, so it's a 20 period moving average, 20 past weeks. If the volume exceeds that 20 first of all, it'll be too late. We'll have a big candle that you will be scared to participate in. But if that candle gives you any sort of pullback, you can scale into it using the ladder technique or the chaser and chase it to infinity, because that thing is not going to fade. All right, that next weekly candle is just going to continue rising and rising and rising. But there's a small problem. We had very structured candles before that, a shaky area here, and 2 excessively bullish candles now. The next one simply cannot be bigger than these candles, okay? Right now, the market is making it look like do it mode. Trust me, you want to wait for that pullback. It's going to happen, but it's going to be a slow. It's going to process all the traders in here that are early. Okay, see, we analyze the market. You're good. You're very good at analysis, and your decisions are actually on point. But you're going to be early. Your indicator is going to lag. You are going to be right, and you're going to be early. But the market will screw both you and your indicator, and will instill fear, forcing you to close your position at a minus and trashing your indicator, saying it doesn't work. So your RSI will be correct, but it will lag. It will tell you that things have already happened, and you'll get ahead of time, and you will try to long it or exit too early. If you already have a long, you will take profit too early and get out because you're thinking, oh, I don't know, man. If you're long from here or holding, I would suggest you hold. And people who are just trying to get in, you're facing a reversal. For the rest of us, we're waiting for a little decent pullback that is not looking like it's going to happen, but it will. And that pullback is not going to be deep, but generally speaking, 50 area, 51 to 50K cap retest here. There's still a possibility that's coming our way. You want to be a part of that because you have a lot of arrogant bulls that will back you up, and I don't think that there is stopping power at that region. Okay, because these guys are so convinced right now, they'll do anything for that little pullback because the market has conditioned us to be so desperate for it. We're now sitting and looking at the channel like anything, and when that happens, it'll be chewed up pretty quickly. Okay, so you want to be part of that. And the second most important thing here is that remember, unless we top the all-time high, yeah, there's a breakout, but at the same time, like I said, it could be. I'm just saying, it could be your simple consolidating sideways price action like this. You haven't seen nothing yet. You think you're looking at a breakout and it's happening. Nothing is happening. There's resistance right here at the previous all-time high. There's a gap at 61K where we will face major pullback. Most people who could not exit last time will exit now. There's no reason to hold. They'll be thankful. They have watched my channel. They will take the advice and sell, and that's going to create some pressure. But new hands, capital exchange, new hands will pick old man's trash and try to carry it to the next exit level at 100K. So let's wait a little bit more. The market is going to tempt you to go all in, and the minute you do, you're going to pay a huge price. For cryptopocalyptics, we're waiting in the 49 region. Ha ha ha! Everyone is like, yeah. Like I said, we've seen that happen here before too. This candle opened red for no freaking reason. Everything was looking peachy and nice. What makes you think come Monday we're not gonna see the same here? It would be technically correct. And if you stick to the rules, you will be safe and thankful. If not, go ahead and long this because you have been given a target and you have your stop loss 1 here and here. And in an uptrend like this, you're not hitting these stop losses. Trust me. You're not hitting them for the simple fact that you have one right here, and the maximum distance we go down to is this, which is the 49 level. 48 maximum. We're not going to push through that. There's support on the breakout and the bottom of this channel. These stop losses are safe. Throw your stop loss here, get your entry here, exit here. That's your 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade that allows you to participate in a huge swing opportunity here without worrying too much. Just calculate your leverage and make sure that if your stop does get hit and the unforeseen, what was the half-life sequence? Unforeseen consequences or something? Yeah, when something like that happens, you're okay. You're not losing much. But this thing can run, if you get in now, for $20,000. All right? For the next 2-3 months till next year. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep watching it? Or are you going to put 100 contracts? Look at this. Your stop is 18 below 18,000. Your take profit is 22 above. That's pretty decent. That's your 1-to-1. That's what most people don't understand. They think there's risk to reward ratio to be found. On lower time frames will chew you up. Every time you think you have found a 20-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade, you're gonna get stopped out before you even go there. On a chart like this, you know, you're looking at a $20,000 move and $18,000 pivot below it. You know, the previous low, and that's where you have to put your stop in there. You have to put your stop in here. There's no other position. There's no other place for it. Not in the middle of this right here. It's the only place. And for the crazies out there aiming for 100 Cathy Wood 500,000 Bitcoin, get in now, put your stop loss in here, and go off for the 500K mark. But you and I would both know it's not so easy. But hey, all the channels in the world out there will tell you to do exactly this because it is so easy, right? And they'll update you every day on the same damn pattern. But guess what I found today? This is free money, ladies and gentlemen. Take it or leave it. How are you going to do it? You want more specifics? Join our community. Join the rest of us. Join the winning side. Stop LARPing, following Crypto Face, Carl the Moon, and all the nonsense that's out there. Not saying they're bad traders, but it's not good for you. Because they're not telling you shit. Nothing you haven't heard before.
We'll be back in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to hydrate. Wow. You can never get tired of looking at the New York night sky. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, allow me to beg your mercy for a second here and ask you to click that like, leave a comment on this video if you like what you're seeing, and don't forget to subscribe and destroy the notification bell button. Traditionally, if you're a part of this wonderful YouTube community of LARPers, and now you're joining the the elite. Very humble, but it's true. We have had amazing trades. If you want to know what's going on overall with Bitcoin trend, there's only one thing that's on the charts right now. Rewind, start from the beginning, and you will see what I see. And what I see is money for you and me. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want the details, the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty pieces of profitable trades every day, we've had like 10 of them back to back. Can't even keep up updating Discord. There's a Flex channel called Profitable Trades, Recent Trades. I haven't had time to update that junk. There's no need. My traders are happy. I'm happy. What are you here for? Go get it. Get it! Ladies and gentlemen, I have one question for you. All right, I have one question for you. If you can answer this question, $100 in crypto, whichever currency you prefer, Tether, Bitcoin. But if you can get the answer right, I'll send it your way. Only one winner. My choice, who that will be. But here comes the question. I want a genuine answer, and you won't know what the answer is. I'll need to confirm it myself. It's a tricky game here. Well, let's play one. It's kind of like Squid Game right now. Do or die. Not really. Not that extreme, but you know, $100 on the line. What I'm saying is the question. All right. Why is no one across the whole YouTube? Why is no one giving you exact targets and chart setups that are designed for a daily trader within a 24-hour period? Why is everyone focusing on what Bitcoin is going? Why is Alessio Rastani talking about macro all the time and telling his traders, we told you if Bitcoin goes there, but they never tell you how to do things? Why do you think that is? One clean answer. Why do people prefer macro analysis versus smaller, trader-friendly, make me money every day type of analysis? Why do they prefer macro? All of channels on YouTube. Give me that answer and you'll win $100. $100, like what? 10 Starbucks coffees, come on. Still something. Not talking about millions here, of course, but hey, it's a simple answer. I need a realization here. I need the viewers to understand, if you understand what I understand, to understand that the majority of traders out there feed you macro analysis that is completely useless. And I'm talking about big names. Those that say we don't bother with day trading. Anthony Pompliano, Willie Wu, calling them all out. Alessio Rastani, Moon, MM Crypto, you name it. BitBoy, Crypto Face,
And scalpers who use a lot of stop losses and lose all the time, but never talk about that. Tell me, why do they all prefer macro? And why is it so difficult for them to play intraday charts? Who's good at that? I want to know what you think.
Oh, God. Whew. Answers. Let's take a look. Catching up with a lot of the comments in the chat that we have missed. All right, so let's throw this bad boy on. Let's throw it on, like so. And we are what is this? Nonsense. Fix it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Can you feel it in the air? Look at that. A tiny little macro setup over here. Yeah. Now you're getting your pullback to over here. Buy that. Buy that. We're setting it up. We're setting it up right now. I'm gonna do a tiny little trade as a bonus for you guys. So right, you won that wallpaper, Niller 10. You must join the light. Leave the dark side and switch over. Sign up with the affiliate link down below. I'm kidding. Wallpaper engine, go get it. It's like $3. Totally worth it. And you have the same setup here, baby. Beautiful, irreplaceable. Absolutely necessary, in my opinion. And good morning to Stephen Rempel. Needed a nap waking up at 2 a.m. Real traders don't sleep. I've been known for hitting the sack at around 5, 6 a.m. daily. Waking up at 10, 11. Hungry for more. But then this is not the only account that I run in the family business. All right? There's lots to take care of, guys. There's lots to take care of. Lots of sides to cover. And there's a variety of things that are happening. And I'm really comfortable with that. Easy ABC correction, says Radosh.
Very easy.
Just go ABC.
You should be there in no time. The targets are already on the chart.
I don't know, guys. I look, I love you to death. And your methods. It's just Elliott waves in particular. This... I'm just gonna shut up right now. Let's move on to the next comment. Thanks for the wallpaper engine plus alt drag. Alt drag is life-changing, isn't it? Just make sure you have it configured to not move your desktop icons and wallpaper. Powerful setup here for traders of Bybit Pro. Very comfortable, fits your battle station. Good to go. Nice to have a big old Bitcoin wallpaper flash when my Bybit Pro order fills, right? The whole room lights up. Connected to Philips Hue And when you get hit on those bids, bling, 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 the whole room goes off. Together with your wallpaper and your screens. This is the future. The sponsorships from the CEX won't allow them. I know. They can never sponsor something like Bybit Pro. We liberate traders, free them from the fees they pay. And we suffocate not only the exchanges, but the crooks and the dealers, the promoters who are in cahoots with those guys. I'm in cahoots with them too, but for all the wrong reasons. I have something else going on. I maintain my affiliate links as a way to see what they do show, and if you want, I can share easily. I don't know if it's against their code, but maybe inside of our Discord. It shows me an identification number. I don't know the associated anything with it except identification number and the number. It's an active trade account, and it shows me the volume traded. So when I make a call, and those of you guys who are signed up and affiliated with our partner exchange Bybit Pro, Bybit, they basically they show me volume. And my idea is in the future is if we can collectively get to the point where we can get those API market maker rebates, because we trade professionally here. We don't mess around, and we can collectively act as a market maker, and that's something that's in development right now. I'm trying to figure out how I can get these guys to accept that fact and what's required for that. So I'm looking into it, and I want to negotiate that idea, because at that point you are not paying that many fees. You're getting paid more fees. Actually, you're getting paid more than the what we're getting paid right now trading, and with the volume, combined volume together that we can move across all of our accounts, if it's signed up under the link, we can present ourselves as one entity that is very efficient with Bybit Pro, and that could give us not only rebates across the board for everyone when trading, but also get rid of the API rate limits, so we can infinitely scalp with Chaser, Market Maker, that is to come over here, right? The Market Maker, automated trading here, the Chaser that tracks price, and we're not getting those API rate limits. That's powerful. That is powerful. So that's the only reason, right? But it's not the time yet, because there's a very small number that's people are under there. I think the majority are just simply lazy or don't have the time for it, whatever. And I'm not pushing it. I'm not, you know, I'm just starting to play with the idea that maybe we can use it creatively for something bigger than just, you see, Bybit only pays to those who have their accounts get liquidated. So if you signed up under my link right now, and in case somebody, if I was a shitty trader with the rest of you guys, and we were here like all over the place, is it a long, is it a short? Guys, I'm going in all in 10x, 20x. If that's the case and one of us gets liquidated, the owner of the affiliate link and the sign up gets paid. That's how all those guys made their money. It's blood money. CryptoFace, Carl the Moon, everybody else, they're sitting on blood money, and they, even though Bybit Pro can immensely change their game personally for them, they'll never promote it because it's going to suffocate them, because traders use limit orders, get paid, not the promoter. Promoter does not get paid. I don't get paid shit. There's like $100 every month, maybe, on my account, if that, which is still great, but those are from stop losses, stop hits. So any stop loss and any liquidation, the affiliate gets, you know, there's a little fee that gets chipped off at bait to them. So technically, my job is to bring you on board, like they have brought you on board, or you sign up independently. It helps me if my intentions are great, but it absolutely is not technically in my interest to teach you how to trade on limits. I would encourage you to trade with market orders, with big size, so you can get liquidated, and I need to look for the next sucker to sign up so I can make more money, repeating the process. That's why every new Carl the Moon video is aimed at a complete beginner who will randomly stumble upon the video, get impressed by the views, sign up blindly, reaction, right? And boom, he grinds for that reason. So all those guys are in on it. That's how they all got rich. Trust me, Bitcoin is not that limited in supply. They're paying out 20s, 30s, 50s, hundreds of Bitcoins to these influencers, and look how many of them are there with like million subscribers. Come on, guys, wake up. Break the chain of exchange enslavement and liberate yourselves. So trust me, if you're signed up, you're doing it wrong. Ditch that account. Come join our side. Make me rich instead. But you won't, because like I said, limits, the exchange does not pay. And I don't want you to trade with markets. I don't want to ever see you get liquidated or get stopped out. That's why I don't advise those things. You ever hear me advise use a stop loss every other candle? Do you ever hear me say, go 10x for it to be a profitable trade? Go do this, go do that. No, never. Our stop loss hits and liquidation levels are so low on the server, so low. I can't imagine how many people are getting wrecked with something like MarketSpy and all the other garbage that's out there, that's just randomly telling you to trade here and there. It's the whole industry is built on that. The whole industry is built on that. Those guys are not traders. They're not analysts. They're 100% gamblers, and they have found the golden thread to make money off of naive and confused traders who just don't know any better. All right. So don't be a sucker for the exchange. Trade limits only all the time, and that's all there is to it. All there is to it. Very simple. Market inefficiencies. Okay. Answer to the question. Let's do it. Market inefficiencies would be discovered and immediately closed, and the system would not work anymore. Monitoring trades is work like every other work too. Yes, indeedy. A lot of information out there is very seedy. Dependency on clicks, not TA for the people. But the thing is, the people are the ones that are feeding these guys. Why? Well, because that's how the world works. All right, who cares? The majority will be losers. They'll keep losing, and that's none of our business at all. Because eventually they will be right. That's why everyone goes for the macro, so they can go back and produce a video that is a very close to the truth correct answer, because eventually they will be right. And if enough time passes, a macro trade setup that they called that did not perform would be forgotten because of the time decay. However, if yesterday you said we're going long, but today it dropped, you look like a goddamn fool. And nobody wants to be put in that position. And they know they will be put in that position because they know they're bad analysts. Simple as that. Most of them operate on gut instinct, right? And have background in previous chip games, like cards and stuff like that. There's skill in mathematics, but most of it is just, studying the opponent's eye retina, looking into their eyes and thinking, what are they trying to tell me? Does he have a full house? Huh. So I don't know. This counting of the cars and stuff like that. So you bring that to trading, and it's not even remotely close. I know a lot of people have shifted over to trading because they have been professional card traders / gamblers in the past. And they just didn't have anywhere to go when they made it illegal. So tables turn, and here they are trading cryptos because it's just as accessible and non-regulated. So there's still a lot of that excitement for the risk and the hazards of that comes, but by no means is it a way to live your life profitably if you don't find a way to somehow scam everyone else that wants to do the exact same thing by example. Because people are just they're simple bagels, plain bagels. There's no flavor to people these days. They see a number and they're like, me too. That's why we have the Me Too hashtag and all these things, right? It's all designed to basically, expose all the suckers that are out there. And they know that. Carl the Moon is a psycho. Look at his eyes. He's just cold as a rock. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about his mom. He doesn't care about himself. All he cares about is that bank. And when he tells you that he's not selling crypto, I call bullshit. He sells every single Bitcoin that he makes. He's not a hodler. All right? He's not a hodler. Don't tell me. I don't care about your story. You're not a hodler. You're smarter than that. That's a compliment. But just don't lie to people. Don't take people for idiots. But the thing is, people believe that. Living in Dubai, talking about, I never sell my crypto. Still looking for the answer. Why? Because they don't have good strategy, psychology, and nerves to be real successful traders. And they know that too. There's a lot of inconsistency there. Macro is, it will go up or it will go down 100%. I feel like we're going to have to split that $100 bill into all good answers, but I'm looking for something very easy, very simple, eye-opening, because they're not CRs. Thank you, Patrick K. Simply the best. I love that. Appreciate it. Macro doesn't show how many times the stop got hit. Number one. Listen to the man, Rados, right here. Macro doesn't show how many times the stop got hit, where the exact entries and exits were. It all gets buried. And that's good for them. Fatal for you and your account. Okay, Rados, you're onto something here. I felt that. All right? A lot of people felt that. A lot of people who have been wrecked before, following those channels, know this. Macro doesn't show how many times the stop got hit. That is so poetic. I need to like put in a frame over there behind me, next to me and Warren Buffett over there, by the way. Yeah, I'm just saying, This office used to belong to this guy named Bobby. And if you watch the first stream that we did on this channel, you will see the history of the takeover. And why I decided to show up here and take this thing away from him and make it our home. We're like outlaws. We busted in here, took this desk, the chair. We looked at how successful this guy is. We were like, you know what? This is the setup for us. And we took over. But yeah, I'm going to frame that. Dependency on stops. And dear Alessio Rastani with 200,000 subscribers, Carl the Moon with 5, CryptoFace with 200 million, and all the others with 1 billion will never... They get away with it because macro lets you get away with it. All right? Macro lets you get away with it. Let's just say that again. and it doesn't show you the details. The devil is in the details, all right? It doesn't show you how many times the stop got hit, and your fucking entry does not matter because you lost that money, all right? Anyways. And when your guru comes online, it's already too late. They need to keep feeding their audience daily with dreams so revenue keeps coming in, and the exchange sponsors that. Thing like a Bybit Pro is a revolution that people are still scratching their heads and trying to catch up with. You know, I don't know how we don't have 200,000 users at this point. I don't know what it takes. Does it take for me to go make a banner on Cointelegraph and say, don't pay fees? People are so skeptical. They'll continue to trade recklessly and with fees and feed these vultures. That's on them. That's crazy. That is crazy. How do you know this and continue supporting those content creators? They need to keep feeding their audience daily with dreams so revenue keeps coming in. Very well said, Sandro Souza. Because they don't have ADHD. Taratu. They do. They trade daily. Look, Anthony Pompliano, he's like, I'm not a day trader. Goes ahead and shills his Bybit link and tells you to sign up. Carl the Moon tells you, be a hodler. Goes ahead and shills you the link that makes you lose money in 5 minutes. What hodling? They do have ADHD. They are obsessed with trading, but on the low. All these guys who are saying macro, they're out there stressing, secretly losing money, coming out here with a macro because that just shadows everything. What we do here is tick by tick precision. And they have nothing on that. And it's not about numbers, it's about consistency. We're hitting those targets no matter what. Additionally, because they are shills for the exchange and make money off of referrals. Bingo. So retail, milk one, milk the next. My job, I want to build traders that will last a freaking generation. Traders that can rely on this thing post-regulation where things are stable and it's time to move on to maybe different instruments. You will still have the same skills, the same understanding to exploit these markets for inefficiencies and find the extraction point where you can get some value out of it, you know, by dedicating a few hours a day. So you start full-time. And as you get better and better and better, you need less and less time to analyze and to execute. But it will always be a part of it, you know. People who think short term, they'll probably be the first in line to lose money. But it's 100% true. Rador says it kills every risk reward, seeing how many times a stop loss has been hit. Exactly. I mean, I have seen screenshots. Ridiculous call signals from Crypto Faces channel someone forwarded me. Because I was curious. I was just like, you know, we're called MarketSpy. You think we don't know? We know everything. And when this thing pumped, not this particular, but I'm just saying, sometime at a, you know, whatever it was, goes in and says, guys, I'm long. He goes live and he's already in a position from like 5 hours ago. So imagine he had to be sitting there waiting, like, let it turn green so that there's no way it can go down below my entry point. And then I'm going to go live, impress all the suckers in the world and tell them that Cypher did it. Save the traders out there, guys. Save the traders and spread the word. It kills every risk reward seeing how many times a stop loss has been hit. Exactly. You don't want to show that. Saying getting from A to B is easier than what may happen in the middle, which could see you go from A to Z to T to H and then to B. Exactly. And no one is ready for that. No one wants to take on the responsibility to teach you or to collectively get together and organize a brainstorming session to see if that's the case, if there's a potential for that. Now, in the process, when we do this, we miss a lot of trades. But I hope that that keeps us safe long term. You know, in the long run, we want to be preserved, come out of this without a scratch. You know what I mean? We don't want to be on the battlefield. We call this the pit, where only the strong survive. But at the same time, play defense. Because when price attacks and you defend, you get rewarded. You deflect that, you know, with your shield, the sword, the liquidation, the stop loss sword is coming at you. You counter it with a shield, deflect it, and then what do you do? You get rewarded for your bravery. And you get murdered if you start attacking the market all aggressively. And you're like, let's go, we have a target, you know, macro. And why make a video every day? Once again, referring to those creators out there, why make a video every day if you're charting macro? You're looking at a daily, weekly. All so-called professional traders are looking. Look, if you work for a prop shop on the daily and you have certain targets to meet and you're given capital, you're not looking at a daily time frame. You're sitting there digging in on the floor, 1 hour, 15 minutes, trying to make sure that you're gonna get the next candle right, where you can run $1 million through that candle, right? That is very important, and that's precision. So when these professional traders tell you that always look at a higher time frame, remember that they only recommend it knowing that you're most likely a beginner, and they want you to not get hurt. But with the volatility on Bitcoin, you can't really rely on a daily time frame to execute your trades. It's impossible. Your stop losses, like I said, take a look at this chart one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, where is your stop loss on this at the previous swing point right here? Do you know how far away that is? You're not putting it here. You're putting it at a swing low, period. That's just like how it's always been, how trading is. And it does not allow you to make those decisions because the amount of capital you need to even make it worth your time. You can put 100 contracts here, because when this thing gets hit, that 100 contract will turn into $100. All right, and you're trying to make $100 a day, and there's a time period. Like, you're gonna wait. You're gonna get in on a trade, put a stop loss here, and wait. All of you are right. It's exactly what they don't do. Tick to tick, minute to minute, day to day analysis, because they can't. All right? Because nobody has a crystal ball and they lack the skill to give you high probability trade entries, trade setups. So they fall back on macro and they go, guys, in our insider video, this is what I said last September. Last September, if Bitcoin can maintain above the 20 weekly moving average, I mean, what are you going to do? Are you bidding on the 20 moving average? Are you putting a stop loss there because you're bidding higher? Are you letting it run through that 20 moving average? What if it runs through, it closes below, and it goes above? Well, what are you doing? And they always brag about how their insiders have, I don't know, they management is key. Management is number one here. If you don't know how to manage this shit day to day, it doesn't really matter where Bitcoin is going. So within our community, we always say, I don't really care if Bitcoin is going up or down. We don't care what Kathy Wood says. We don't care what Bobby Lee says. We don't care what Charlie Lee is out there doing with his Litecoin thing and how it correlates to it. We don't care about any of that stuff, because it actually does not matter for you as a day trader. It's all noise. You just need to know where the next tick is, like, where is it going to take you? And if you can guess that, you're making money. Simple as that. But yeah, people are $3,000 in their account. They're aiming to make $1 million. Think a little bit. Think a little bit, guys. So I'm very happy and proud that we have brains in our community. And I think what's happening right now is that we have attracted a good number of people that, by the way, I'm just going to go out and say that we have some on our Discord server who are not market spies, who are not in the platoon, but they just use Bybit Pro. They're from some other group or something. What a difference in communication, in assessment, and the struggle is real for them. I'm not even going to say it, but there are a number of individuals that are just like not on that level. If they don't have MarketSpy, if they're not in the platoon and they think they can just like somehow don't need it, boy, the suffering is real. I can hear it in their messages. I mean, they're longing like tops. You know what I mean? They're longing tops and selling bottoms and just you know. Bybit Pro is great, but you need to be part of a decent circle of friends of traders that can back you up in case you're wrong. You're out there by yourself struggling. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. So what a difference! What a difference! There's a clear line that divides those who are on the inside versus the onlookers. And yeah. That's a good one, Radosh. I agree. Kiriti Bagaret says, Mikopat, because humans IQ, we only see about half the screens DR. I know, like right now, right? It's we're in the office. It's not essential information. It doesn't really matter right now. It doesn't really matter. You guys, you already know what's going on here. And can we find that engine on Steam? That's exactly where it is. Wallpaper engine is on Steam. Gray Jedi. Stephen Rempel says, I'm more of a gray Jedi myself. Okay. Sure. Hashtag me too. My wife would love that. Lights blinking when orders filled. The ambience is, trust me, it's worth it. Already joined the light 10, 12 months ago. Niller 10. You did. You're still here. Very proud of that. Not many have survived. It is Battle Royale. It is Battle Royale here, ladies and gentlemen. Squid Game. Go watch that. You need to be on the right team to survive to the end, because there is the end. This thing is not gonna go on forever. We'll see. We'll get there when Bitcoin is facing some heavy regulatory changes. We'll be there and set up properly wherever we are around the world. Should be okay. But macro strategy is nothing more than telling sheeps that they get rich and the money goes to the moon. Patrick K with yet another quotable message there that needs to be framed and serve as a reminder to all of us of what's what. Clifton Lewis. Man, that is a dirty business. But the crypto space is full of vultures to pick over the bones of the dead traders, also known as suckers. It's true. See, everyone's got to eat, and we have chosen honest craft, hunting for a living as our business model. Everyone else, the majority, have chosen to prey on other hunters and make their fellow traders their food. I'm disgusted, beyond disgusted by that choice. But I see where it comes from. I see where it comes from. Lack of experience, lack of knowledge, and a quick rich scheme that allows you to actually get rich, if that's what you're after. Not that I'm not after that, but I'm doing okay for myself, to be honest, with or without this whole setup here. And so that's, it's never been an issue. They never show before they make the trade, or how many trades failed before they're now in profit trade. Exactly. Bybit Pro is by far the best trading tool. I agree. This is our edge, man. I don't want 200,000 users. Also, very, very true. And private clubs, smaller trading desks, they always outperform. There's too much noise introduced with the curve, you know. So we want to keep it down a little bit, and that's actually been from the beginning. You know, we never wanted to get to the point where we just can't recognize anyone in the chat anymore. It's always been a very closed gate community of traders, and I'm telling you, I really respect the courtesy and professionalism coming from all of you in the group. I had a chance to look at other discords, and it's such a mess. It's not even a mess. It's super disrespectful, right? Like trashy, like low class communication level of just like calling names and this and that, being proud of getting liquidated, you know, emojis, memes, clown faces, you know, bro this, bro that, are you long, are you short? And it's like everyone is making fun of each other, everyone's competing. It's like this soup of poop that's just like, I looked at it and I was like, we're good. This place we have built here, it's sacred, almost sacred. Against the backdrop of everything that's out there, right? It's one of the few places that we can say peace can be had here. We can find that which every trader needs, and that is focus, sharpness, determination, and peace. No LARPing. Sykes. Guru's gonna guru. Can't knock their hustle. Guru's gonna guru. Quotable. Framing it. Oh man. People say, don't hate the player, hate the game. But the game doesn't exist without players. Wise words. JD says exactly. Damn, that was pissing me off about Crypto. Already in the trade when he goes live. 5 exchanges, 5 accounts, 30 Bitcoins that they made from their users each. Go long on one, go short on the other. See which one outperforms, close the others in the loss. Keep the one running. $10,000 later, come on and say, here's my position, I'm holding it, and you can do the same. Trade the bonus that is in the link down below. But yeah, it's bullies, man. Bullies. Get rich quick doesn't mean anything if you don't protect the bag. Protect the bag!
He's right, CR.
I know, Tonto. He's 100% right. You have to protect the bag.
I always protect the bag.
Yeah, me too.
The crypto demon, the crypto minion, and Tonto all agree that protecting the bag, that Clifton Lewis said there, is the most important thing. Now, holding the bag, it's all protected and everything, but it's kind of worth zero at this point in time. But we also need to know when to toss the bag over the fence, and we'll reclaim it later. Because it's easy to diagnose post-mortem. Wow, that's powerful. I also felt that. Right? Oh, she had cancer. I'm sorry. Yeah, your technology is shit. You couldn't catch it on time. And the trader didn't bother to see CR, the doc, the crypto doctor, the chart doctor, to tell you that, you were a little sick in your trades. You needed to be corrected, but you chose to continue with the illness. Operating on hope. What can I say? All good answers. I don't know. I don't know. Let me just say, I'm gonna pick a winner. Okay, no bias. All right. I'm not looking at the names. I'm just gonna read the comments again right now. Where is it? Because they don't have a good strategy, psychology, and nerves to be real. Why is macro easier and everyone is pushing it and no one is giving you like these step-by-step, candle-to-candle guided meditation approach to trading? You know, where you need to be on the same floor managing it. It kills every risk reward seeing how many times the stop loss has been hit. Market inefficiencies would be discovered and immediately closed. That doesn't make any sense in relation to my question. Micro doesn't show how many times the stop got hit. It kills every risk or reward seeing how many times the stop loss has been hit. And I think Radosh answered easy ABC. That's different. I think he's answered the best thing over there twice. And that resonates with me. So because it's very difficult to zoom in and find a high conviction trade, because these guys will never tell you where does the stop loss go. And when they do, it is most likely going to get hit and there's no helping you. Once the stop is hit, you're losing a good chunk of your account. Don't think of it like, oh, it's just, it's a couple of dollars here and there. No, it's not. They take a lot. The percentage is big, and the frequency at which the stop loss triggers you to immediately reopen the trade. And that is going to actually force you to make more bad decisions. So I'm just going to say it and give this one up for Radosh, all right, as the winner to the answer to this question. But the majority of you, very close, very on point, and a lot of quotables here. Not my favorite answer, Radosh, but poetically speaking, right? Not my favorite in terms of how it rings, but it is 100% true. Macro hides your skill level, simply put. Boom. And those traders that always chart macro lack skills. They cannot help you, and they're going to lose you if they take on the challenge to actually give you a trade setup such as what you see here on the chart, day to day. So they resort to weekly, hence the name of this video. But I stuck to my promise. Insane Bitcoin pattern no one is talking about. Showed you 3 facts on the chart. Rewind the video. Exact targets, boom, and free money. Congratulations, Radosh. We'll conduct the transaction after the stream. What can I say? It is time to look at the charts and prepare for our next trade. Before we sign off, let's go hydrate as we never liquidate. And that's very important to keep that balance.
Look at the chart right now. Drop down to 15-minute time frame. You have a potential long opportunity for a scalp of at least 300 points coming up right now. What? You want me to do it with you? You want me to do it with you right now? Go long for a 300, 500 point ride? Okay. Don't rush into it. Assess. There's a stop loss point. We're gonna make a we're gonna prove a point about what we have just talked about. What do you put your stop loss if you have a trade coming up for a long side impulse up right now? Let's find out. And once again, thank you for 31 likes so far. Insane in the membrane. I appreciate it because this is a record. Usually I'll let you guys get away with 10 15 likes per video, if that, but today a 30. It's not on my birthday. Thank you, appreciate it.
Guess who's back?
Me! One and only. And you, the one and only. So, let's start LARPing. Let's LARP! Not really. Okay. So, what am I looking at here? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You're looking at a trade setup here with a potential mini long incoming. Let's analyze. So we're seeing a lot of hate over here on this candle, right? And it's like we had a little pullback, we had a little choppy. This is telling me that there's a little divergence in the making, and whether you like it or not, this is most likely going to go up. So immediately, what you can do now, this can go down here. If you were to measure the distance to say every leg up, right? There's a little local low. From here, we're to put a stop loss here. To our entry here, we're looking at 500 points. So this is 1-to-1. I told you this will go 500 up. So you're looking to capture 500, but you're also looking for a stop loss that could potentially cost you another 500 points. So your calculation here would be, by the way, we're already kind of missing the whole point here. But if you were to get in, right, you would go from where the price is now and put your stop loss right here on the wick. This looks like a very nice wick, and we have running support over here. We have bounced away from it already, came back for a retest, and now is going to go slightly up. Emo. Okay. However, could there be some sort of familiar pattern that we're looking at here with the neckline? Yeah, so the stop loss is very close. That gets run, and chances are it is going to reverse. So there could be a little fake out here. So if you put a stop loss here, this is what the other traders are not going to tell you, because this is whack. This is whack. Put a stop loss here, entry here. That's 1,000 points, and you're looking to trade up. You're looking to. We're channeling once again. We're channeling, and potentially, actually. No. How do we know that this is not a breakdown? This gap here and this gap here untouched tells us that we're still within a descending triangle pattern, not a horizontal retest and further down. Most likely. But it is a risky trade setup, and we need to account for if things go wrong, what do you do? And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to up the time frame a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty. This is your hourly time frame, and hourly is right at the breakout point for a 500 pointer. So tell you what, we'll do it our way. We will instead use the stop loss as a method to average out the entry if things don't go our way immediately. So now, if there's a 500 point trade that's in the making, does that mean we get in now and put a 500 point distance to take profit? Absolutely not. It is telling us that we can trade within the range of about 500 points, but we can perform multiple trades within that scalp range. So this is going to look something like this. You will use your chaser, and you'll have very tight, relatively tight points of interest, like so. So 10, 20, 40, 50. Let's accumulate a little bit as it goes down. Or actually, let's do it the traditional way, which is She's got the power. Go another 200 points down first. But, let's do it. It's actually from the time when I 30 up by 100 points, which is, it's nothing. It needs more time to go sideways before attempting to go up. Anyways, we're gonna get in just in case, counting on a little H-bull divergence here overall, and a little curvature on momentum, which is showing as a GPS right now, which is not going to play out immediately, but there's a chance that it might. So let's get in and wait. 39 likes. One more like and it's a 40. The 40. Right now it's 350. We need to get a 40. Who's got one more like in their reserves? Throw it up. 39. You guys are the best. Made my day today. See how it's being very careful right now. The market's like, I don't know about all that. Oh yeah, it's a small, tiny consolidation range, and there's a scalp, and that's A incoming. All right, so the way I am going to play this is, if I get in now, right, with 10K contracts, this thing goes down here. Instead of using this as a stop loss, this will be my trigger point to start adding more to the position in the expectation that it will go lower down to about this region here, 55,600. So from here down to here, I'll cast a ladder, average out, and bring my entry closer to this region. It'll be a decent size. Then we'll have a bounce from there, and that could potentially give us 1,000 points up from here if it falls. I'm roughly going to call this a head and shoulder pattern, and if it does perform, then we're looking at a mid-range around somewhere here. So getting in here is a no problem. Putting a stop loss here is only going to be used to calculate your risk. Okay, how many contracts you're willing to put on this trade. I have decided with a round number 10, which is roughly 0.1 leverage. Slightly over that, 0.14, which is pretty decent. And you want to count on the fact that it might go down here. But if not, it's going to be another tiny little trade that is going to play out in your favor. If you size up and the account goes higher and you want to go with bigger leverage, you will need to put your stop on this candle right here, which is insane, because that can easily can easily go down here and then go up. So you look at it this way, make a decision. Now notice how this is taking its time. So it wants to go a little lower, and notice the gap here is more than 30 bars. What does that mean? 64 bars. It means that the wrecking ball, the orb on MarketSpy DSR is floating below these candles most likely. It is. And a fall down to TC, tap the TC is probably a good idea here. We're below the daily range. So it's a very easy way to understand where we're headed. And right now we're consolidating this in this region sideways. Okay, there it is. So let's just let it marinate. Not ready for its prime time yet. We're gonna have a slight push, you know, a little freak out incident there. People are gonna be like, oh no! And it's gonna go rebound and give us that little sideways and up trade. We're heading lower down. Now remember, we're now below the daily high probability level, which sits somewhere around here. And that calls for, like I said, first chop. And then into tomorrow, we're looking for a pullback. But I'm going to guide you through that setup precisely within our Discord so you know exactly what to do. It's not ready yet. It's gaining momentum. It wants to push. It's, you know, it's going to dance around. It's going to dance around for a little bit. And we'll just have to wait and see. $42. So you do have some ammunition in your reserves. I appreciate it. You gave it all up. 42 likes. Killer. Thank you. This is how it works. The more likes that we get, the more points Bitcoin will appreciate and the price will go. So right now it's 43. Watch this thing jump by 43 points up and put us in profit. Let's go. You guys are doing this, not me. This is how you can control the market. It's all interconnected. This universe and everything that you see on the charts is directly correlated to the number of likes we get. Okay. Okay, take it back. But I expect that you come back with a like when you don't need it anymore. All right? I expect you come back with it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Take the like back.
I'm sorry, but your time is up.
And the 2 dislikes that the video has that I can't even see from here, from the dashboard. I only see good likes. I don't see bad likes. But the 2 dislikes are from people who just confirmed that they're like, man, these guys are good. Fucking hate them. You know? How do they do it? God damn it, it's time I recognized it. So they go ahead and dislike. Thank you. More, please. Doesn't change a thing for us, but that recognition is extremely important. You think you have a network there that you need to protect here on YouTube? We're infiltrating YouTube. Crypto and moon. And the freaking beat boy. We're infiltrating. This is not your network. The hell out of here with your garbage TA and promises of Lambos. Out of my face. We've given away more money for free here on this channel than you guys put together. Just because we wanted to. Guru's gonna guru. LARPer's gonna LARP. Hater's gonna hate. But what do we care, right? Price doesn't want to move up. We need more likes. 43 is like, yeah. It went up by 43 points, put us in profit. It is not enough. It's like, you know what? I'm waiting for more fuel. 44 will move up by another point. By the way, when something like this happens, right? When check it out, when price is hesitating, right? Right now, I'll tell you, based on this, right? We got about 60 minutes to go. It should not hesitate. There should be bids coming through right now and pushing it. What I'm going to do is, because it's a small amount, but I want to represent what I think on average people would do with their accounts and how they're loaded. I estimate that many of you, due to concerns of like third-party risk and stuff like that, would not have more than maybe 1-2 Bitcoins on the exchange. And so this account, MS Edu, is what you're looking to replicate. These are appropriate numbers for something that is of this size. But yeah, if it's hesitating, we're not seeing bids coming through, I would instantly sometimes go into stops and put it at entry. All right, but we have a plan, and we're gonna sit this out, get in from here, use Bybit Pro to scale in and get an average up to 1x down to our target area here, and that should take care of any concerns here in terms of price not moving up if the market is not interested. But like I said, it's very choppy, but it is time for Bitcoin to sit down and cool off a little bit. So we're merely looking to take advantage of early bids, asks that are trying to push the price lower, but are going to be dancing along, opening and closing their positions. And so we're limit in, and we're just waiting to exit, and then we'll repeat the process. And it's most likely going to go sideways for now. That was the whole gist of it, that we don't really have a trade. Sandro Souza, less is more. Absolutely. We're overwhelmed, and it's the hunger. It's the hunger. Your appetite is so huge when you're just trying to break into this space, and you're just like picking everything up, and that most likely causes you to trade and compare, so to say, between a variety of groups. And unfortunately, that in itself, the learning process of that scope could be expensive, but how the hell do you know what's what out there? You have to try it. So there's nothing wrong with being a part of 100 different groups just to see what suits you personally, as a trader, as your style, because you need to have a base set up somewhere. And Cryptopocalypse now is just one of those camps where you can feel safe, welcome, needed, appreciated, and most importantly, you can grow with the rest of us, because we're on a mission. We're in a mission here. Trading, turning street traders to professional money managers that are starting to look at their accounts as tools, shovels, and market as a sandbox. But we're not competing with other bullies in the space, with other market participants, and we're learning how to just protect what we have. The most important thing there: protect what we have. Every channel out there is making a video about how to trade using candlesticks, patterns, and those have thousands and thousands of views. And I'm like, how many candlestick pattern YouTube videos are you going to keep watching? How many books are you going to keep reading about, before you realize that it's all the same? And why does everyone have the need to make that video? It's because, that they decided to make a crypto YouTube channel that is going to teach you the same thing the next guy is teaching you. That's why the majority lose money, is because, I personally, I am not going to make a video for beginners how to trade on Bybit. You know, make sure you watch my tutorial video. That's on you. Resources, there's thousands of quality stuff that's out there. Books, articles, links, Medium. You know, you have to filter through all that yourself. If I make another video, that's not gonna change a damn thing. Another video on Ichimoku Cloud, another video on Bollinger Bands, another video on RSI. How many times are you gonna watch the same thing over and over again before you understand that it's all the same and it's all wrong? Takes a while. Takes a while to get to that place of contentment. So we got these things going on when we stream on Discord, and we are basically faced with this dilemma that around this time, markets consolidate and it will only move in the direction of the setup in like 3 hours from now. So for the next 3 hours, we're just going to be consolidating sideways / down before we have any significant. You should trade on more than just one indicator, says Jose. Learning to fish is much better than buying fish, CR. Sure. But sometimes, you know, like, it's a lot of work. You gotta get your fishing rods, the floaters, you gotta go buy some worms, boots, frickin' get your car, take care of your family, go drive, find a location, you're finally there and you realize it's not fishing season. And you're like, God damn it, I'm doing it wrong. So you just go hit the market. You're like, I just want some frickin' fish tonight. You know? I want to make some fillet. I'm tired of this. So you can understand why it's more convenient, not necessarily better overall. You know, some people enjoy the process, others just want the results. For me, the process is king, but you know, I understand why you would want to have go to a fish market and just pick it up.
Attention, there's a phone call. CR will be back shortly.
Hello? Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean you can see my entry? Why I don't have a stop loss? You want my stop loss? Bybit. Man, listen, Bybit. Listen to me, man. It's okay. You do your thing. You do your thing. We've been through this before, all right? You're not getting it. You scare me all day long with your cheap tactics out there, but you're not getting it. Deal with it. God damn it. These exchanges are always trying to threaten me. So, what are we dealing with here right now, ladies and gentlemen? Tell you what, once I hope I'm not getting myself stuck in this situation here where I will have to do the whole Frankenstein process of managing this trade here in front of you, because that's going to take, it's 3 a.m. just to let you know, 3 a.m. And we are not set up to be here for another 6 hours. So if that's the case, if this thing does not move within the next, it's been, how long has it been? A long time. But if she doesn't move within the next 5 minutes, all right, which it's looking like it might not immediately. In that case, we'll hop over to Discord and run through this together. And the next hour and a half or so, we'll try to fix the situation and take it from there. Take it from there. This is the time when price dance is just trying to confuse you. Hold on to your guns. And by the way, next time, you guys are just sitting there. The mentality of like, it's not happening. Yeah, it's dumping. I'm right, you're wrong. Get rid of that. 99% of the time, when I enter a trade, usually the first couple of hours is just green, red, green, red, green, red. You know, you have to live through that, and you cannot change the outcome anyways, because you've already set it up, right? So you just have to wait for it. But this price moves. Price can move 500 points down, 500 points up. It doesn't mean that, I'm not doing this right. Sit through it. All right, it's a process. It's not a ABC, we're there. It's a process, and sometimes it may start looking like. That's why our conviction. We have to be very in touch with how we perceive price action. And we think that it's not really looking that hot. Then you're not trading your hot pot of leverage. You're just sprinkling a little bit, fishing, just throwing the hook in there, see what picks up. But it doesn't mean that you automatically have to be responding emotionally in frustration or anticipate. Look, expectations ruin everything. They have no expectations. Play the setup, and it will get there whenever it needs, however it needs to get there, when it will get there. All right. But yeah, like I said, we go down here, we'll add to it, bring her down a little bit, wait a couple of hours, and it should be good. Most important is don't be like, oh man, I thought I knew what I was doing, or I thought you knew what you were doing. Yeah. Don't worry about that. So we're gonna have that dip. Get our toes a little wet, a little lower, and then reversal. Still gonna get that 5-pointer. Just might take some time, right? So what I do usually is just I walk away. At this point, I would just be gone and not even worry about it. Actually, a position like this, I would be comfortable sleeping on it and not even worrying about it. It's a tiny little candle. Look at the big picture, okay? Don't focus to start zooming in on lower time frames. What if? what if nothing? What if it's just messing with your mind, which it is? Let it be. Let it be. And so, upon the closure of this trade, whenever it happens, this trade example should yield about $32 worth of Satoshis. And I'm gonna hop over to our Discord, the Platoon, and we can get a decent pizza for that. All right. So we're gonna airdrop this win. We're gonna split it between our traders. Each gets a slice. Dollar here, dollar there. Just a little something that we do for fun when there's nothing else to do on the chart. Sometimes you need to be aggressive. Other times, we've been pumping all day. Today we've been declining all day. It is now time to consolidate a little sideways, make a fake out move up, and then continue going down towards certain target, which I'll have for you by tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have it set up. It's not on the chart right now. Right now we have a long consolidation trade, and you shouldn't expect a swing out of this. It's a scalp. It's gonna get you a nice little profit. Nothing too crazy, but you should take it when it's there. You definitely take it. It says buy the dip. A lot of t-shirts that say all kinds of crazy things. To all the new folks here, welcome to Crypto Gamblers Anonymous Rehabilitation Center, where you learn the skills and techniques to correct your bad habits and instill new ones that will yield small profitable trades a day. We call ourselves the 1% gang, as that's the average target per trade per day that we aim to achieve with consistency. We don't medicate. We have a process that we replicate. And only good TA that we associate with on this channel. 46 likes, killing it. Fighting those bears, pushing the price up. Keep it up. I've seen a huge transformation take place within the community where in the beginning things were random. Then it started to look a little bit more uniform. Now I can see that we have reached the point of this level of consistency unseen anywhere else. It's all of our traders, those that report their P&Ls are averaging out 0.5% a day. You guys do the math in terms of like compounded returns over a year period, right? You want Satoshis. You want to hold on to them, not give it up, not give it back to exchange, not call this a risky business. This is how you do it. And we've seen more and more people are starting to the reports, the P&L cards that are being shared in the profit wall are now, they're not just random gambling. Oh, I lucked out. It's like everyone is on the same train, and it's like up to 1% daily. It's always there. Look at other servers, and there's like one guy is making 200,000, the other one is down by 200,000, the other one is like up to by $2, and it's all random. It's like, how'd you do it, bro? How'd you do it? In our Discord, everyone knows. Everyone knows what everyone else is looking at. We have this uniformity that I like seeing. It spells consistency for me when numbers are starting to align. It's a balancing act, and it took us some time to get here, but you know that's what the process is looking like. It's really good, really good. I'm happy. People talking about results. It's not a big fat rounded number. It's can you do it tomorrow too? Probably not. So we're not trading luck here at all. We're not counting on it. We're not counting on it. Market is having a brain fart right now, thinking really hard. Probably this hesitation here is it's telling us shorts are accumulating, and they're wanting to push the price down a little bit because there's no lacking a little bit of confidence here, lacking confidence right now. Just by looking at this price action, but this chop is insignificant. We've been staring at one candle on a 30-minute time frame for the last 30 minutes, and we could have another 6 of those, down, up, sideways, until we get to where we want to be. So inconclusive, but let me just say that we're gonna flip over to Discord. I'll see you guys there. Let's do this together. Let's wrap this stream up because I don't want people looking at this and like, hell no, I'm not watching 6 hours worth of LARPing, right? Nobody got time for that. So the longer we stay here staring at a blank chart, we should be doing something. Let's play a video game or something. I don't know. Let's go back to Discord and pick it up from there and do this together. Thank you once again for all the likes today. 46, you maxed out. Guys, you're setting new records. The traditional way to say would be you're smashing all records. Best channel in the world. But seriously, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Now, Platoon and I, we're gonna get down and dirty with our trades over the next few days. And once we have profitable setups to show you, we'll be right back here on YouTube to flex on you. And we'll keep doing that until you realize that you're so close. You're so close to becoming a part of the greatest community in the world. But you've been damaged. You're full of PTSD and you can't really make up your mind. And you're thinking, how is this different from every other guru out there? Do you? See you guys later. Thank you. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Watch the community channel here on YouTube for an update on this particular trade that is looking ish right now. We just don't have the time to take it through the whole process of elimination. Until next time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell button, and leave a like, along with a comment on this video. Much appreciated. Everyone is saying subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna make a small request and say unsubscribe from other channels. Evil CR is coming out. Time to go. See you in Discord, guys.